was so good. And even I knew a couple guys from Hawaii, and they would cook with pork with Kahlua, and they call it Kahlua pig, and the flavor, like all the alcohol was gone, the flavor was phenomenal.
That's nasty.
Well, you know.
Just Kahlua is nasty in itself. But I guess there's a lot of people out there that like it. Just I ain't one of them.
Well, it's just, you know, the flavor goes with the ingredient. That's why a lot of people, some people even cook with beer. Like they'll just crack a can and dump it in.
Well, yeah.
Alright, so that's, just let that cook. So now what? What's the next step?
Test the onions.
Test them out. Here.
I don't need to try them. I need to see them.
Oh.
Yeah, you can add the meat now. Oh, that looked nasty.
It's not cooperating, so I had to use a little bit of force there.
Okay. Break it up really well.
Now, do you usually add any pepper, salt, oregano?
I never cook with salt.
Well, I mean, you throw in any, like...
I do add in some spices, yes. But I was waiting until the meat was in to add the spices.
Alright.
So that way the meat got the flavor as well as the vegetables at the same time.
Alright.
Do you want to take over and I'll get the spices?
Oh, they... Alright. Alright, what do we got? That's some basil, onion powder, garlic powder, and oregano leaves, and pepper. Now you just, that's just kind of how you measure it. Ooh, that's a lot.
It's not the once the spices combine.
That's the basil. You already put that in?
No?
No? Oh.
No, I gotta get more. Want some ground beef?
Good job. Now, at this point, you just let the veggies cook a little more, or do you add the sauce in?
As soon as the meat is cooked, you can add the tomatoes into it. Now, I never use, hardly ever use, spaghetti sauce. I don't add that to my sauce. I use crushed tomatoes, tomato sauce, but I never really use any spaghetti sauce.
Okay.
I'm making homemade spaghetti sauce. I don't need to add a can of tomato spaghetti sauce. Let me get those cans.
This smells really good. It's got like the red wine is, I can tell it's boosting the smell, and it's gonna boost that flavor too. Now, do you add any like beef flavor enhancers?
No.
Or nothing like beef bovril or Worcestershire sauce?
Worcestershire sauce comes last, along with a bit of brown sugar, to take the acidity, some of the acidity away from the tomatoes. And when usually, right now I only have regular brown sugar. Usually I use the Splenda brown sugar because my mother is diabetic. And so is Mr. IPMGAMER here.
Hey, don't tell my secrets.
I'm the only one that takes care of your secrets.
Yeah.
Don't you yeah me.
So just crushed tomatoes, and you add some tomato
Sometimes
sauce.
I add tomato sauce. This time I'm not. I'm just adding crushed tomatoes. I'm sure there's no pink left.
Yeah, it's pretty well cooked.
Now, because I added all the spices to the meat, as it looks like it was a lot for the meat, it was, but once you add the tomatoes and you let it simmer for a little while, it's not overpowering.